Hey, you guys. Happy start of the new week. I like to now call it my happy start of the new week energy session. Okay. Um, Thank you guys for joining me for yet another session. And let me just put this out there real quick. Okay. For those of you joining me, thank you yet again. Before we begin, I'd like to let you know that my name is Life Coach Bridget. And weekly, I will be bringing to you what I like to call my happy start of the new week energy session. Okay, it's just to get you going through the week, all right, give you something to think about, or maybe it's confirmation for something you've already thought about, and something like that. Now, to get all my titles out here for you guys, if you will, for those of you who are title people, okay, because I'm not, but I am who I am. So I'm sorry, I'm having some issues over here, but it's nothing new. You guys should be used to me in this now. So let's see here. Okay, there we go. So my name is Bridget, Life Coach Bridget. I'm a mentor, a pure wellness specialist, a trainer, a consultant, a motivational speaker. I am a mother of 8, a mom to many. Okay. And I absolutely love being a mom. All right. And we're going to go a little deeper into that in a moment. But like I said before I begin, let me just ask that you all subscribe to my website at www.hafh.life. Again, that's www.hafh.life. That stands for Home Away from Home, and the homes are acronym, which means helping open minds elevate away from hindrances, obstacles, mayhem, and excuses. All right, so please subscribe. Also, if you are not doing so already, please follow me here on Instagram. I am loving me some me because I do. I am also, I have 2 other accounts on here as well because I am a mentor. And the other account is Bridget Homies, which is an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues, Devouring Girls Everywhere Today, and helping our males individually express self. And there, that platform or that organization provides a platform for our youth between the ages of 12 and 24 to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. Okay. And then we have our clothing line, which is We Are Optimistic. And all of these can be found on both Instagram as well as Facebook. Okay. And for those of you who are tuning in or may tune in late, don't even worry about it because you can catch this video in its entirety on our YouTube station, our YouTube channel, which is Life Coach Bridget Cooks. Okay. So there we have that out there. And this information will also be in the caption. So, and you can also click on the link in on my Instagram as well. The link tree will take you to all this cool stuff. All right. So wanted to get that out there before we begin. Now, as you heard me mention, I am a mother of 8, a mom to many. I have 5 sons and 3 daughters. All right. Now, those are my biological children. I've also adopted my grandson, my biological grandson. Okay. And so I never like to leave him out. So I guess I'll start saying I'm a mother of 9. Okay. But anyway, I have birthed 8 children. And, although many of them are gone and living their own lives and doing their own things and all that cool stuff, it wasn't always easy to let go. Okay. So, with that being said, let me just inform you all that today's happy start of the new week session is for parents. And the topic is letting go. Okay. Something that's not always easy to do. All right. It's difficult to let go of your children, especially when you feel like you've provided them with all the tools that they need to survive out there in the wilderness, if you will, but you don't feel like they're necessarily uh, going to use them properly, if you will. So with parents, it's more of a fear that sets in, and we try hard to hold on to our children. We don't want to let them go. We don't want to necessarily kick them out the nest, if you will. I know when we were growing up, many parents would be like, as soon as you turn 18, you are out the door. Okay, nope, out of my house. And this day and age, it's just not the same. Okay, it's just not. I mean, look at what's going on now. Look at just look at the world we live in. So many parents, especially mothers, we have that thing, that fear, that concern, all right, as many would like to call it, of just letting go. All right. And I personally just experienced that. All right. Letting go of my baby girl. All right. And yeah, she's 18 years old, and she's ready to spread her wings. And I can't be upset with her about that. I have to allow her to be her. I have to allow her to grow. I have to allow her to experience things, experience life, because now it's her turn. And she too has, will have, if you will, her story to tell later in life. So with parenting, we oftentimes don't want to let go. All right. And yeah, that is a challenge in itself. So I was doing some research because I noticed that when I was doing my, when my daughter and I were going through our trying to, me, pushing her out the nest, if you will. And I wasn't really trying to push her out the nest. I'm not going to lie to you. She's 18 years old. I was really trying to hold on. All right. But what I noticed I started doing was every little thing was beginning to irritate me with her. Okay, every little thing. I don't care what she did. It was just like, it wasn't right. It wasn't good enough. And it was to the point where I was like, you know what? You're pushing her out, and the way you're pushing her out is not cool. Now, you'll hear many life coaches, you'll hear many doctors, therapists, whatever. Okay, they paint this perfect picture for them, their lives. Okay, like their families are just the best. Okay, they have no issues. There's no problems here. I did this with my child. Okay, well, I am a realist. Okay, I am. And like I said, I was picking, just doing anything to pick, because it was hard for me to let her go. Okay, to just give her a chance to get out there and let me see if she was actually listening to me as she was growing up. Is she taking all the tools with her that, that I'm trying, that I gave to her? Is she taking them with her? Is she going to use them properly? Whatever. It was a fear. It was a fear. Yeah, you're right. Coaching 101. It was a fear of letting her go. And thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you all. So yeah, I had that fear there, and I didn't want to let go. And I found myself just doing little stuff to just like, if I say this, your room's not clean, oh, go wash the dishes. Okay, hold up. She's 18 years old. You were 16 years old. How do you think your mom felt with you leaving? Okay, you going out there exploring the world. You made it. All right. And it wasn't easy for you. All right. But you know what? Through all the mess, you're now a messenger. You went through the lessons, okay, and you had to learn. And some came easy and some came very challenging. All right. And so with my daughter leaving, that that was hard. It was hard. And so I did some research and, I went to Dr. Google. I usually call Google my husband and YouTube my side boo because I'm always with them, and I was looking at Google's reason for why parents find it hard to let go. And mostly it's mothers. We find it hard. And Google says mothers, and they put in parentheses, and fathers. We know why. Find it hard to let go and let their children be adults because they want their children to have the best life that the parent, can provide. Often, but not always, the child may have difficulties understanding the mistakes because the child lacks experience and judgment. Now, my issue is that last word, judgment. Okay. And the experience is true. But how do you get experience if you don't get out there and get in it? You have to get out there and experience life. You have to get out there and fall down a couple times. You have to get out there and just do it. And I often say in my organization, Bridget Homies, I often say, we what is it? Bridget Homies, we provide a platform for our youth for our young adults. That's what we say, for our young adults between the ages of 12 and 24. I say young adults and adults young at heart. The reason why I say adults young at heart is because oftentimes I've come across 35-year-olds who are young at heart. Okay. Still haven't grown up. Still have some, what they say, you still wet behind the ears. Okay. Still smelling like Similac. Go ahead, Martin. I've come across those people. All right. So when you come across those types of people and you're like, you know what? Maybe they were thrown out the nest a little too soon. I don't know if you got who was on here when I first started, but I was stating how when we were younger growing up, and I'm 51 years old. So when we were younger, 18 years old, it was like, get out. Okay, you go. I've given you everything you need. Get out there and put it to work. All right. And I was saying how nowadays it's just not that easy to do because you look at all the things that are going on and you say, damn, if I put my baby out there, there's a possibility that this happens. And my biggest fear was something happening to my daughter on my watch, or I failed to protect her as a mother. And like Coaching 101 said, it's that fear of losing control. And that's what I was afraid of, losing control, letting go, allowing her to make her mistakes and bump her head and yet still be here for her. Just because we let go, just because we allow them to move on, doesn't mean that we're no longer their parent. Doesn't mean, we're not still going to be here. All right. And those are some things that I had to come to grip with. Okay. And yeah, like I say all the time, I'm a mother of 8, a mom to many. My oldest is 33 years old and my baby girl is 18 years old. All right. And just letting go of that last one. And so anyway, I was like, okay, so how do I let go? How do I let her go? How do I let her grow? How do I let her experience life? And this is, I'm speaking from a personal level right now, but hopefully other parents out there listening to this or hearing this would be able to either chime in or get some of this that I'm saying. And like I say, I always like to provide my happy start of the new week energy sessions, or what I like to call a fruit snack. Okay. And we can go in depth and you can get the full entree by going to the website and subscribing or signing up to meet with me. But letting go of your child, okay, is first of all, you have to embrace the changes in the relationship. You have to embrace that. And here I am, the me three lady, okay, talking about motivate, encourage, empower, embrace. Yeah, it's something when those words begin to hit you back in your face. Okay, so are you going to embrace this new change in her life? Are you going to embrace this new change in your child's life? It's happening in your home. So now that it's in your home, it hits a little differently, doesn't it? All right, but are you mature enough to disclose that to others who may be going through the exact same thing? All right, and just not real sure on how to handle it. All right. And the way that we embrace it again is by allowing the child sit down, talk to your baby, and let them know, you know what? This is your time to grow. This is your time to spread your wings. This is your time to get out there because this is your journey. All right. And as you're out there and you're doing you and doing your thing and stuff like that, know that I'm still here for you. I got you. I got you. Do you blame her for leaving your home? You know what? No, I don't blame her at all. You know why? Because she's headstrong, she's smart, and it's her turn. It's her turn. And so, therefore, I'm not going to knock her for wanting to experience life. Uh, she's the baby of 8, so she's seen a lot growing up. And she experienced a lot growing up. And so I believe that, and I know because I hear from other children that things that I've said or whatever is being repeated. I remember mama used to say this. I remember mama used to do this, and I'm like, cool. So you are using it. You were listening. Okay, good. That's a beautiful thing. All right. And I'm glad you were listening. I'm glad that you are taking some of the advice that I have given you, and that some advice that I may have given. Okay, let me say this. Some of the advice I may have given, you may have to tweak a bit to suit you. And that's cool. I have no problem with that. I always tell my children, look, if I tell you anything wrong, you never have to listen to me again. And that may be drastic, but that's how I feel. You know why? Because I don't give immediate answers. Meaning, if they ask me something and I don't know the answer right away, I let them know. I don't know, but hold on. I'm going to find out. All right. And that means using my resources. So if my resource is you coaching one-on-one, guess what? I'm coming to you, girl. Look, I have a question, sir. Could you, this happened, whatever. I'm going to bring it to you. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for joining. If I don't know something, regardless of how much studying I've done, how much experience I may have, somebody else out there may know it a little bit more better than me, may do it a little differently than me, and I'm not above asking for the help. I'm not above asking for advice. Okay. And when you become above doing those things, then you know what? You really slow yourself down, as well as the advice you've given out. It may be updated and you missing out on it because you allowed something that shouldn't have taken place to take place, which is you've allowed your pride to step in the way and cause you to miss out on some more advice or some better opportunities, or a better way of doing things. So there you have that. Now, one other thing I do, I've done with my other children, like I said, my baby number 8, come on now, I was holding on to her, I didn't want to let her go. But you have to give your children space. You have to. Just like we as parents need our me time, they need theirs as well. Okay. And my home, now I don't know about many parents, because I hear so many parents say, if my child ever did this, I would, and this, that, and the other. And, I have a whole curriculum put together on invisible walls that those parents create. So yeah, when myself personally, I always say my home is a revolving door for my children. So if you need to come back here and Catch a breath, do whatever you need to do, and then go back out there and reface the world again. As long as there's breath in my body, you'll be able to do that. Okay. Now, that's for those parents who have children who are respectful. Okay. Now, if you have one that's just bringing havoc to your home or problems to your homes and stuff like that, now come on, your home is supposed to be your place of peace. All right. Now, mom, dad, you have to use your mind, and sometimes some kids need that tough love. All right. And we may not want to give it to them, but it's necessary for their growth. All right. So you have to keep that in mind too. I had to come to grip with, you know what, letting her go means also means allowing her to make her mistakes and not throwing them in her face. Okay. But allowing her to make her mistakes. And when she brings, or your children bring a question to you, parents, only answer the question. Oftentimes they don't want to hear the stories. They don't want to hear, when I was a child growing up, I never did this to my mama. Well, let me tell you something. I did. Um, Growing up, yeah, I was real quiet. I'm from LA. So I was real quiet. I was out there. I was in the world. I was doing my own thing or whatever. And you know that saying, if it's when it gets, what is it? If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. I got out the whole house and I started my journey. All right. And the difference with me is, as a teenager, I was a mother of two. 18, 19 years old, I had two children. Okay. So the good thing with my child is she has no children at all. So that's a plus. All right. But it was a little more challenging for me because, like I said, I had to. You can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. I left the whole house and things like that. But, let me say this, in this little bit of time that we have here together, because I come on here for 30 minutes every Sunday. And just to give you all, like I said, what I like to call a fruit snack, just a little bit of energy to get you going through the week, maybe to confirm something you've been thinking, or to provide you with some information maybe that you want to give to another person. Okay. And with that being said, when it's time for your children to leave the nest, when it's time for them to spread their wings, when it's time for them to find their way, just know that it's not about us as the parents. It's not about us. It's about them. It's about them finding their way, learning who they are, experiencing life, and growing up. All right. So that hurt, that pain, I even felt. I felt like I was losing uh, my friend. Okay, because I hear I'm not my child's friend. Well, I am. I'm their mother. I'm their friend. What I'm not is their father. Okay. I'm not your daddy. I don't care, single mothers, whatever. You guys can take on that spit all you want to. That's a bunch of bull. And I wish you would never say that to your children. I'm your mommy and your daddy. No, you're not. You're their mother. Okay. And that's all you are. You'll never be equipped to be a father. There's just things that fathers can bring to the tables that mothers will never be able to bring. Period. We're nurturers. Let's stay in our rightful places and do what we have to do. Okay. And let's do our part. All right. And that's loving on them from where we are, from where they are to where they're trying to go. Loving on them from where we are in the position that we're in and going forward from there. Always being there. Always. As much as you can be there for them, be there for them. Okay. Any advice you can give them, give it. All right. But do not try to incorporate your life into theirs. All right. You can talk about your experiences in life and maybe in that particular situation, but ask for permission. What the hell you mean? Ask for permission. Okay, I'll tell you what I mean. Ask your child, you know what, babe, look, you bringing this story to me, or you bringing this issue to me. Do you mind if I share with you how I handled it from my perspective? Like when I went through something like that, ask them. Okay. And if they're open to it, then fine, give it to them. If they're not, then respect that. All right. The same way we as parents expect our children to respect us, we must give that in return. The very same way. 18, 19, 20, whatever. The US says they're adults at 18, so therefore treat them as such. And that doesn't mean being mean, being rude, being disrespectful, this, that, and the other. That just means treating them like you treat any other adult, whether you're treating that adult with respect or whatever, like you treat a stranger. And it just irks my nerves how we oftentimes treat people on the outside better than we do those on the inside. Well, when it comes to your children, try not to do that. Okay. Just try to be there for them. Try to love on them. Try to embrace the fact that, you know what, um, their life is changing, therefore this relationship is changing, and now we have to take it up a notch. Okay, give them their space to grow, let them make their mistakes, and don't worry, because they're gonna still need us. They still need us. They do. Okay, 51 years old, I still need my mother. Okay, and prayerfully thank God she's still here for me. All right, and just understand that they will never, ever, never forget about us. Never. It just won't happen. All right. So there you have it. Our happy start of the new week energy session. Okay. To get you going through the week. If you missed this video, again, you can watch it in its entirety on my YouTube channel, which is Life Coach Bridget. Please subscribe. Okay. Also, again, if you're not doing so, please like me here on Instagram and or follow me here on Instagram. I'll follow you back. And I also have what I said, my Bridget Homies Instagram page, which is broadcasting real issues, devouring girls everywhere today, and helping our males individually express self. Okay, again, that is my organization that provides the platform for our young adults to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. And also follow our clothing line, which is We Are Optimistic, because we are. Okay, many see the glass as half empty. We see it as half full, running over. Okay, perception is everything. In the meantime, again, thank you guys for joining me. Please join me next week as we will have another topic. Now, here's the thing: when you subscribe to our website at www.hafh.life, again, www.hafh.life, that's home away from home.life. Okay, when you subscribe, you receive in advance what the topics are going to be for the following Sunday. Okay, and so yeah, if you subscribe, you get that information. I will not bombard you with a bunch of emails because I don't like being bombarded with a bunch of emails. But yeah, so go ahead and subscribe. But in the meantime, parents, just know that letting go is not a bad thing. Okay, that fear, just put it to the side, because we're going to always be needed. They're going to always love on us, and we just have to allow them to go and grow. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Okay, medicine ain't good, but it helps to get us where we need to be. All right, so thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions, suggestions, and or comments, feel free to DM me or inbox me if you're on Facebook, all that cool stuff, or send me an email through our website. Either way, I respond back, and let's move forward. All right, me three: motivate, encourage, empower, embrace, because that's what I do. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.